We are here with Vito Delsante, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his book. What's it called?
This is Stray. It was kickstarted last year, and we funded enough to make the first issue. It'll be coming out from Action Live Entertainment in January. It's a 4-issue miniseries, but it's going to be a series of miniseries, kind of like Hellboy.
Right.
It's about a sidekick who leaves the sidekick industry, I guess, sidekick business, and he comes back after 4 years of absence and to solve the murder of his mentor.
Okay.
And but it's very autobiographical. It's how I dealt with my father's death, how I like the bad choices I made, the good choices I made. A lot of the bad, you know, that had to go
irrational things of that sort.
Before you can get to the good side. Yeah.
Cool. So, is this something we could also say where you're like examining also, say, the stages of grief?
No. Yes and no. I mean, the reality is, it's about identity. Who do you want to be? How do you want to get there? And what other people expect from you.
Okay.
You know, when the mentor dies, the natural inclination is, all right, let's find the sidekick and make him the new,
right,
etc. You know, like the Doberman and the Stray. So let's make the Rottweiler, the old Rottweiler, the new Doberman. So everyone wants him to be his old, you know, his mentor's identity, but he doesn't know that he wants to do that. He wants to kind of be himself.
He wants to be his own person.
You know, which is why it's called Stray, because he strays.
Okay, all right.
But also, you know, it's also about redemption. You know, how far do you fall before you decide to pick yourself up, that kind of thing. So.
Cool. All right. So where can somebody find this if they wanted to get this book?
Well, this specific Kickstarter exclusive will be available at conventions right now. Right now, Baltimore, obviously, Long Beach Comic-Con at the end of the month, and New York Comic-Con. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/straycomic. And if you feel like you want to order it after seeing this, you can message us and we'll set you up.
All right, and you know what?
Check out a 10-page preview at my website, which is vitodelsante.com, all one word, /stray. And there's a 10-page preview, and you can also buy the character source book, so you can kind of see who these people are before you buy it.
Cool. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to purchase my copy now, and then we'll review it on our podcast. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
And we are here with Dean Haspiel. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So what are you working on right now?
I'm currently working on, well, I just finished the first issue of the second arc of this character, the Fox. And that's going to be called Fox Hunt. This story is called Fox Freak Magnet. Fox Hunt will come out probably February 2015. And the Fox is a character that Archie owns. In fact, I think he was created in 1940 or 41 by Joe Blair and Irwin Hasen. Irwin Hasen would later on go to create Wildcat for DC Comics and Dondi for the newspaper strips and so on and so forth. And he's basically a character that's a superhero without superpowers.
Right.
And I thought that was really interesting. In fact, in the 1980s, I read a comic called The Black Hood from Red Circle, which was an imprint of Archie Comics. And the backup feature was a Fox backup feature done by Alex Toth. And it always resonated with me. And I remember that character throughout the years as I became a cartoonist. And I was kind of like pitching to Marvel and DC and all these different superhero publishers about trying to do my iterations of the characters. You know, that's what you do. That's how you perpetuate these things, right? So an opportunity came through. I was able to do a 6-page backup feature for the Fox. And then I got an email saying, do you want to do a 5-issue miniseries? Which resulted in this.
Yeah.
So now I'm working on the second arc, and I work with my friend, writer Mark Wade.
Yeah, he's done some little Daredevil book or something like that.
I think it's called Daredevil.
I don't remember. I think he did like a Huck or something like that. Yeah, that guy.
He's the publisher of Thrillbent Online.
Right.
I mean, the guy, Kingdom Come, he's everywhere, this guy. So, and he's a great pal and a great writer. I also have, this just came out. This is my baby. This is a career-owned work. It's my love letter to the insanity of love. It's Billy Dogma in Fear My Dear. And what it is, originally, is a, well, it was a webcomic. And in 2006 and 2007, I did about 4 to 10, 12 panels a week until I would, come up with a whole story. And then these are those 2 stories collected into one big print book.
Wow.
In this beautiful tome.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, and so I'm really excited by that. I recently drew a Batman 66. I did 3 issues of Fantastic Four. I did some pages in those. And what else? I I just did a Sensation comic story, which is featuring Wonder Woman, that they just launched a Sensation title for.
Right.
And I just drew a one-page Garbage Pail Kids comic for IDW.
Let me ask a quick question. What do you think is the importance of bringing some of these old school characters back in light of all the other?
They're so iconic.
Yeah.
You know, and they're really important in a weird way. You know, the Norse and the Greek have their mythology, right?
Right.
I've always thought the American mythology is our superhero comics, is our great story, is our Spider-Mans and
exactly,
and
yeah.
Batmans and Green Lanterns and Fantastic Fours, Avengers, and everything else. So what's important about perpetuating it is, I think, because we grew up with these characters and they feel nostalgic to our hearts from reading them, it seems like natural to want to tell more of their stories, you know, and again, they're iconic, you know, and as a creator, you try to create your own iconic characters, but will this, like, you know, dent the pop culture zeitgeist? I don't think so.
Right.
But this is for me, and I get to also write and draw stories for you through these characters. So it's a good hopscotch between doing something intensely personal and then doing something for entertainment value, as it were, you know?
Yeah, that's great. Well, where can anybody find you on the net?
DeanHaspiel.com. I'm on Facebook, Twitter. I mean, I make myself very available.
Right, yes you do. You know, because we've talked a lot through the past year, so I can vouch for that, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, and thank you for your time.
All right. Mwah.